six, and we've got some history.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Slot man moves right. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to look out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
In motion right comes Allen. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler to about the 26 here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there. And
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point forthcoming. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right, but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. They hand it off to Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Williams, the man in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Running on first down, Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Williams, the man in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Herbert rolling to his right. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. And that play didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Tua now on 1st down. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Here we go.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gain will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Now Tua. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Second down and goal. Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's the first down. And they'll send Williams in motion right. First down, Justin Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. The final shot before the break for Herbert, escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins take. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Herbert. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 47 yards. And the Chargers have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And lines up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, here's Mostert again. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Mostert. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. The Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this run.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That's swung out to Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down. I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. From the 16, Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14.
Chargers, 14. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Williams, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and trying to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Once more, here's Eckler. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Eckler, they run left side. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Williams, the man in motion left. Now Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
And his kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are on time. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Here's Tua. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Allen, the man in motion right. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, gets you there. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Herbert to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
It finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with what will almost certainly be the game-winning score as the lead is 7 here in the final moments. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense.
Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status of one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. In motion left goes Allen. Eckler now between the tackles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They snap it to Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They'll get this down to the 38.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
From the 38, Tua. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Here's Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneaking.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run with Mostert. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. Excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua buying time to his left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with a touchdown run.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
It's Eckler again. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throwing the oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carried around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. Down inside the 40.
Number 28, Isaiah Spiller. He's brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
In motion comes the tight end left. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
It's 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up.
I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On play action, here's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 38 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0.
Chargers, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the slot man goes in motion left. Herbert operating from the red zone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Herbert back to the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
When you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you we won that battle in the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter.
He's taken down back in his own 8-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert going right side here, and that's complete. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Guyton,
92 yards.
and the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football. Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on the score. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn your line and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll rifle this one deep right side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
From midfield, here's Tua. Dancing to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. This is 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Tua. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Herbert.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the 29, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the fourth quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw right side complete to Carter. Touchdown, Dolphins. Stephen Carter, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24.
38. Chargers 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right point in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little... And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
Ready up.
Two and now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though.
Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his third season now out of the University of Alabama.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Tua going to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 45 on 2nd down. Tua, he'll get that one to Carter complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Jason Sanders to kick off line.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness,
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And some space here. Touchdown, Giants!
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point try, good by Gto. And we are tied at 7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
holding, offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Carter. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mostert. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A run with Mostert up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 31. 7-7, our score after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Let's go. Okay, right.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Mostert. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Mostert. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a receiver in motion left. From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Jones. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and throw for it here.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Second down, here's Barkley again.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner. But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing, Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down, Jones. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime here, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Jones. Check down to Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A solid stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Nice run defense presented there. And what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes. No one over pursuing and making a very nice play.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 9. Jones. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. They're going to try and throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
It's Barkley on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this time he is in. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't talk about his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Here we go, set.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time.
And that'll make it third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On third down, a run from Breida. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. He was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know didn't want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run, first level being the D-line, and linebacker second level in the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So third down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So now Jones and the Giants down 20-17. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
At 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Looking to throw. Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he will have the Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Jones. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there at 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I are going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. Miami's offense set and ready to go. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 113 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Once again, it's Mostert. Taking it right down silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
At the 29-yard line.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Jones' turn in overtime. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Keep on going. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Jones throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.